Alright, what's good? Welcome back to another Rugby League Live 3 career video. Back playing some Four Nations with the Kiwis. Today is State of Origin Day, Game 1. Super hyped about that later on tonight. But for now, we're going to be playing our second game in the Four Nations. It's kind of desperate times for us. After suffering a loss in our opening match of the tournament, we've made a couple of changes to our 17-man squad. Right, so at fullback, we got Dallin Watene-Zelezniak. We've brought in Manu Vatuvei to the wing to partner Sean Kenny-Dowell. On the other wing, we've got Jason Nightingale, and the centre inside him is Dean Whare. So as you can see, there's been a few shifts, and Jordan Kahu's been dropped out of the squad. As for our halves, we got Foz and SJ. We've kept the same front row with Jesse Bromwich, Isaac Luke, and Jared Waerea-Hargreaves. Lewis Brown will be starting in the second row. Still there is Marty Tapau, and Jason Taumalolo retains a spot at lock. And finally, topping off the 17, we have Adam Blair, Greg Eastwood, Benji Marshall, and Ben Marcelino. Alright, so let's get into the game here. It's a must win for us against Australia of all teams. As we await the lineup here. And their back three, Jared Hayne, Mansour and Tupou. In the centres they got Croker and Ferguson. Morgan and Thurston are the halves pairing, Jackson, Merrin and Guerra in the back row. Front row you got Scott, James and Cameron Smith, and on the bench they got Shannon Boyd, James Tamo, Cooper Cronk and Josh Papali'i. As we get started in attack here, Foreign goes out to Whare. He gets a pass away to Nightingale, gets around the fullback, and he's going to get wrapped up about 5 meters out. Alright, so we've got Foreign at second receiver, we've got Whare inside running a line that almost touches the try line, and that's exactly where we go. Beautiful inside ball. As we get the green lights here, and we're going to go up by 4 points with the kick to come. We get a decent strike there, down the middle, and we're going to extend the lead to 6 points. Alright, back in attack, approaching the 30th minute mark, and Waerea-Hargreaves takes the tackle outside their 30. As we go short to Johnson, Jordan passes to Powell back inside, back outside to Kenny-Dowell. He gets it out to Vatuvei on the wing, and he's going to get pulled down inside their 10. Third tackle as we go wide to Johnson, throws a dummy, tries to catch them off guard but it doesn't work. Fourth tackle we go short to Kenny-Dowell, puts it on the toe, and it's going to be Manu Vatuvei who scoops it up. He's going to ground the ball for our second try of the game. A decent little kick there, we had a couple of runners to choose from. Decided to use the grubber and Manu Vatuvei got to it before Croker did. As we head into the halftime break with a 12-point lead. A pretty disappointing game on Australia's behalf. They barely had the ball as you can see with the time and possession stats. But we're going to start off with Australia with an attacking scrum here. It's just the usual one off the scrum as Hayne takes the tackle. They go short to Scott who gets stopped in his tracks. A nice, a solid one-on-one hit by Lewis Brown. Second tackle, Hayne one off from the ruck, sends it to Guerra, and he's going to get tackled. Australia's attack's just been god-awful as Thurston bursts through a gap, but he's going to get wrapped up by, I was going to say Tuivasa-Sheck, but it's Watene-Zelezniak at the back. As they go to Morgan on the last, a ricocheted grubber, and that's pretty much all they could do. Like I was saying, their attack in this game was just awful. I was expecting a pretty tough game. But yeah, I don't know, as Watene-Zelezniak gets absolutely crunched in the tackle. Inside our 40, we go wide to Blair, then he gets hit in another solid tackle by the Aussies. Second tackle inside the 40, and we're going to look for the line. Initially looking for a 40-20, but I believe we stood out. Still, it's a decent kick. We did a pretty decent job just controlling the game with our kicks. As Dallin returns the kick, and he's met in another solid hit by 2 defenders. First tackle, a nice scoot, send it to Brown to Marcelino, and he's going to power his way inside the 20. Third tackle here, another scoot from dummy half from Marshall, goes wide to Kenny-Dowell, drawing past to Vatuvei, and he's going to fend off, who was their fullback? I'm blanking right now, but I think it was Jared Hayne. As we convert it from the sideline, and that's pretty much all the action in the game. Full time at Manchester Stadium, we defeat Australia 18 points to 0. A pretty clinical performance as Vatuvei picks up man of the match. He was one of the many changes to the squad. Luckily it worked out for us. As always, drop the like button for more content. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.